Am I stepping on Piper Sweeney's pigeon toes a little bit by making a video that is vaguely Melanie Martinez related? Yes, I am. But will I buy them a soda pop to make up for it because this whole thing is a bit too bonkers for me not to talk about? Yes, I will. Honestly, the equation for a good video for me is like take something stupid, like a petty stupid action that someone did publicly, thinking like, oh, no one will care if I steal this piece of art or say this dumb thing. I have less than 0 followers on my account. Certainly no one will be mad at me because I'm stealing this thing that I don't own or faking that I know sign language or pretending my sub growth is organic. That's like the eggs to my video. Those types of stupid actions. But then insert like an insane amount of hubris to the eggs, making the person who is stealing an all-around butthole. Make them a butthole to the highest order. Like with Lily Jean saying that she has begged me to stop attacking her, but that I told her to die and then blocked her. Which is so patently untrue, seeing as I leaked her DMs when she messaged me. And was I a little toad? For sure. But just because my skin is covered in a thick mucus-like substance doesn't mean that you can just lie. And look, I can't respond to her, because guess what? She blocked me, not other way around. So you can take that idiotic, stupid, morally questionable, but not fully cancelable action at a person who is so up their own butts about it that they can't take ownership of what they have done and just lies publicly about it, and then add the final ingredient, chemical X, which in reality is that person doubling, tripling, or quadrupling down in an extreme and hilarious fashion that none of us could have thought of. Like when Rosalie Espina made a diss track aimed at the deaf and hard of hearing community called Watch Your Mouth because she pretended to know sign language and thought people educating her were just being mean. Or when Katie, the Game Grumps stalker and my biggest fan, has gone on Twitter and stated that I should be, quote, socially lynched and demonetized for talking about her, asking people to send proof that I'm secretly on the Game Grumps payroll, and trying to say that I doxed her because I posted RDMs that featured literally no private information and only featured the name of someone she thought we both knew, but they're very different people and you can't find them if you just know the name. Like, those are the key ingredients to a good video, in my opinion. And those are all the things that we have here today, my sweet little babies. So I hope you're ready to eat, because today we're eating cake. Before I get into this video though, I do want to quickly let you guys know that recently Thuman put up her own video about receiving racist hate and how that has affected her. You guys were so gracious to give her love and support on my video, and I appreciate that more than words can say. It's clear to me that the issue is not simply going to go away despite other people demanding that she ignore it and brush it off as if it doesn't matter. This is a clear problem and it's an uncomfortable reality and it needs to be addressed. I didn't even realize at the time of making my video how massive of an issue this was, and I saw firsthand the shit she's dealing with in a post I made about how disgusting people can be. In my post on TikTok about the hate she was receiving, someone who follows me on Instagram and literally every platform, said straight up, thinking that I would back this up, that if it's so hard for people of color, they should just not tell their audience they're people of color. Their response was to say, well, just don't tell people you're black. They really said, if it's such a big issue, stop telling people your race, then no one will care. They then went on further to say that being black or any other race was impure and a flaw, and they should appropriately hide that from the world, the same way people hide wrinkles with filters. And I was so disgusted that something so vitriolic would be said so confidently in my comments, that that person would support me and think that I would support that. And I went on to let that person know that what they were saying was disturbing, and I fully just outright blocked them. I have like 20 people blocked on average, so that was big. But the fact that someone who by all accounts was a fan of me and thought that they believed in what I believed in said that so confidently on my page, thinking that I would agree with that, it was disturbing. And the fact that it's 2021 and people are still thinking and acting that way, it's beyond gross. If anything, we need to be willing to have these uncomfortable conversations and be open to hearing other people's perspectives. So with that said, I have Thuman's video linked in the description box down below. I have her channel there as well, in case you are hankering to subscribe, which you absolutely should. If anything, I just want to uplift her voice the way she deserves to be uplifted. So let's help out with that. And with that being said and done, let's get into Janet Cyrus, aka the girl who is apparently spending all her free time stealing trending audio from TikTok, renaming it and putting her name on it in order to try to go viral in the most dishonest way possible. I literally cannot. So, where to begin? I first heard of Janet, which is what we were going to call her, even though I am 100% sure that is not her name. But I first heard of Janet one night at 5 a.m. when I was scrolling through my TikTok For You page. Usually, it's filled with people having discourse about Ash Nico and how men are scared of her because she could provide for all of our girlfriends better than we ever could, and we know she can make them happier in life than we could. So I was just scrolling along my For You You page, and then I came across a video of Melanie Martinez singing Playdate on stage at one of her concerts. Now, as someone who is a fan of Melanie Martinez's music, I was like, oh, this is nice. Just a simple palate cleanser of a song that I like to go between the TikToks of that one girl screaming about how she hates 432 Park Avenue, which, by the way, I'm also going to link her in the description down below because I love her. Her rage at architecture makes me so happy. As an art history buff, I love it. It fuels me in the best way possible. But back to Janet. I thought the clip was a normal TikTok of a Melanie stan. However, the caption on the TikTok was super duper aggressive and not what I expected. This person, whoever they were pissed, saying, I can't believe someone had the audacity to steal this song and post it, thinking that no one would notice. How very dare this person just rename this song as if it's a fun and casual thing to do. They were going off fully. But it was a bit confusing for me because clearly the song was Melanie's. It was her voice, her vocals. It wasn't deeper, it wasn't higher, it wasn't different, it wasn't a cover. It was just Melanie's music. So my big, meaty, beef jerky brain was sitting there confused for a moment because I thought this person was trying to state that Melanie herself had stolen the song, even though it was written by her and released back in 2015. I thought, oh my god, is she being called out for stealing the song that came out in 2015? Is her whole back catalog stolen? I didn't know what to think. But then I noticed the song in the bottom left-hand corner didn't match the song that I was actually listening to. It didn't match the song that was playing. I was hearing Playdate by Melanie Martinez, but according to TikTok, I was listening to I Wish I Didn't Care All the Time by Janet Cyrus. Even though it was literally just Playdate by Melanie Martinez, sung by Melanie Martinez, written by Melanie Martinez, and nothing was different about it. So, feeling a bit curious, I clicked on the sound and immediately was taken down the dumbest internet rabbit hole. You see, I think we've established here a million times over that people will do anything for fame and money. People love having money. It makes them happy, and they love making money doing literally nothing. It's why you can find 1,000,001 tutorials online on how to be a boss babe and make 6 figures while simply eating Taco Bell. Like, everyone has a fetish for having wealth and not, earning it themselves. We've seen it countless times with art thieves tracing over people's works and saying it's theirs, and then selling that work to the poor, unassuming people who just think, oh, you're talented, and don't think you are a cash-grabbing butthole, even though you are in fact a cash-grabbing butthole. But this was the first time that I had ever seen anyone have the audacity to pretend that a very famous, extremely popular song was theirs. They had changed the name and the cover art and said, yep, this is a totally new product. Don't worry that the vocals are exactly the same. Don't worry that I changed nothing. It's so new. It's like if I came online and uploaded a picture I took of the Mona Lisa and called it Smiling Bitch with no eyebrows and just said I made it. Like, it's mine now. It's my photo of it. So I gave it a new name and I looked at it. So now it's mine. But here's the thing, my dude. Even though there was hundreds of TikTok using the pilfered audio, calling it out, because obviously she was stealing. This wasn't Janet's first rodeo. Oh, no, my dude. She has been doing this for a while. Or at least a couple of TikToks said she has been doing this for a while. So I went on an epic quest over to her Spotify, which is very hard for me to do. It was just so difficult. Where she has 4 songs available to be listened to. There is, of course, I Wish I Didn't Care All the Time, aka Playdate by Melanie Martinez. Then there is Graveyard, which is just a cover of Graveyard by Halsey. Even though I'm wary to say it's an original cover by her, my guess is that there is a version somewhere in the depths of whatever the fuck. There is a version somewhere of some poor but exceptionally talented person that they put up on YouTube that she stole the audio from. Then there are the last 2 songs, named I Felt Bad at Love, which is just a terrible title in every way. It doesn't sound like correct grammar. I Felt Bad Love. Did I add a at love? Wait, what's it called? I want to make sure I didn't write it down wrong. Janet Cyrus. There she is. Nope, it's I Felt Bad Love. She changed her main song to it. She deleted. Oh my god, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. She deleted 2 of her songs. She deleted 2 of her songs. I Felt Bad Love is still there, but 2002 is also. Neither of these songs are her. What the fuck? But okay, sorry for the mid update, whatever the fuck. But she has now only 2 songs up called I Felt Bad Love, which is a terrible title in every way, and then 2002. And if you're asking if both of those songs that I just listed are stolen, like the other 2, the answer is yes, they are. But for some reason, only 2 videos. That is so fucking funny. I would not have noticed if I didn't want to look that up right now. Oh my god. Back to what we're talking about. Both of the songs are stolen because literally I Felt Bad Love is just mad at Disney. You know the very popular song that blew up on TikTok? So much so that Salem Elise got a whole record deal from it? Yeah, Janet Cyrus went out of her way to download the audio, change the name, and then post it to Spotify so that she could make money off of other people's work, just on the off chance that people would randomly stumble upon it on her TikTok. Just to explain, Janet Cyrus, which is by no means her real name, definitely not the real name of this person, it's just an ad-lib thrown together, whatever. And I know that because I cannot find any socials for someone claiming to be this person. But Janet Cyrus's entire grift is this. She saw how successful independent artists can be on TikTok, and she watched people like Corpse Husband and Salem blow up for their creative endeavors. And she thinks, I want to do that. I want to have what they have. They are rolling in it. They're getting record deals. They're doing fucking big shit. She says, I want that. But here's the catch, dude. I'm not talented. I'm not creative. So instead of making my own thing, I am going to utilize and abuse TikTok's music sharing element to my advantage. Instead of making something for myself, I am going to instead post songs that are already popular, like Playdate, Mad at Disney in 2002 by Anne Marie, and post them under a new name and under a pseudonym, Janet Cyrus. I will post these songs to Spotify, that way they show up on TikTok. And then, on the off chance that someone stumbles upon one of my songs instead of the original while looking for them, they will make a TikTok using my song, and someone will see that TikTok and use the audio again. And it'll go over and over and over until I'm making money. People will see that TikTok, make their own TikToks, and maybe, just maybe, they will like the song enough that they go over to my Spotify and stream it for themselves, which will put money into my pocket. And on some level, it worked, because the cover of Graveyard that she put up, which I am assuming is not her, because she deleted it, and if it was her, she would have enough talent to not steal, but the cover of Graveyard and her re-upload of the song 2002, which was made by the artist Anne Marie in 2018, has over 40,000 streams. Those two songs, which we can prove are not hers, have 40,000 streams on them, which is a lot. And she made a lot of money off of that. Almost $200,000 if I did the math right. And it's totally possible that I didn't do the math right, because I actually have no clue if I used an accurate metric for the dollar per stream. And I'm also terrible at math. So I don't know how Spotify pays people. And I also don't know math. So, I mean, what can I do? I'm pansexual. We suck at math. It's just a thing. This entire situation is pink bonkers. And what makes it worse, in my opinion, is the fact that I have no idea who this person is. Like, I usually have someone to point at and be like, it's them. I don't know. It's like Scooby-Doo, but the person's actually a ghost. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, clearly this isn't Janet. Their last name isn't Cyrus. They just chose that name because they're a dork. But the fact that there is no one taking ownership of this weird-ass grift, the fact that I can't find anything on who this person is really baffles me, because I don't even know how to move forward from this. Usually I can point and say, like, it's them. Stop them, coppers, but I can't do that now. This shadowy figure who is stealing people's, like, fucking music, they suck. End of discussion. But with that being said, let me know how you guys feel in the comments down below. Are you a fan of Janet? Have you heard of them before? Are you going to stream I Wish I Didn't Care All the Time, or I Felt Bad at Love? Guess what? You can't, because I Wish I Don't Care All the Time, or whatever it's called, it's no longer on Spotify. Want to know the tea there, but I can't find it. Let me know all of that and more in the comments down below. Also, be sure to send Thuman some love and support. But with that, I am out of here. Later days.